One of the pastors for whom I had done extensive floral work asked if I could select new paint colors for the interior of his church. Not only were colors involved, but gilding and side altar shrine design as well. This is how I started my next and most rewarding design work. Shortly after that church interior, I was asked to do a full renovation of a church in the Round. St. Mary's Stony Hill in Watchung had been designed by an architect who had never designed a church before. This was a late 1960s build, and the entire place was brown. It now has 10 plate glass doors to allow for daylight to flood the pale blue narthex, blue and taupe 24 by 24 Italian tiles in the narthex floor that lead to an oatmeal carpeted nave and ivory cruciform sanctuary, a shrine for Mary, and new paint colors were all part of this renovation. St. Charles Borromeo in Skillman approached me immediately after the St. Mary's renovation to work on their 25,000 square foot parish center addition. This addition was to house religious education, youth ministry, meeting rooms, a library, several gathering spaces, and a main hall to seat 350 with a full catering kitchen. I was to select all the post-construction finishes, that being the type of floors, wall colors, furniture, and art. Over the years, I have consulted on many more liturgical elements at St. Charles, including designing the visual aspects of the pipe organ in the sanctuary. St. Joseph Church in North Plainfield is a 1910 Richardson Romanesque structure that was in need of interior attention after its 1972 renovation. Fortunately, I had wonderful black and white photos of what the architect Joseph A. Jackson had in mind when he designed the structure. I've returned the interior to its former grandeur along with the construction code upgrades and ADA compliance. The hope is to do more marble restoration on the high altar in the year ahead, along with an extensive exterior restoration. St. Thomas the Apostle Church in Old Bridge is a mid-century contemporary that had seen no less than 4 renovations in its time. Carpeted, wallpapered, and in need of additional seating, I was determined to make this space sacred. The focal point in the church is a beautifully carved linden wood mural of St. Thomas before the risen Christ. There were several varieties of wood in addition to the mural competing visually with each other. I selected a neutral color palette centered around the stone cladding under the mural walls, the tabernacle niche, the entry to the building, and the connecting hall to the main nave. The new tiles blended with my stone selection, as did all the painted surfaces. New flexible seating was added, and construction codes were met with aisle width and ADA seating. Corpus Christi Roman Catholic Church in South River is the only colonial revival church in the Metuchen Diocese. It has seen no less than 5 renovations. I reconfigured its sanctuary back to the original architectural design by Clement W. Fairweather and included an 1840s carved oak high altar from a convent in Belgium. The badly damaged terrazzo floors were reconditioned, new nailers and some pews reconfigured, and these were all done for construction code updating and ADA seating. New decorative chandeliers were added, and the stained glass window light boxes were relocated. Presentation of Our Lord in Upper Saddle River asked me to redesign their sanctuary as part of their $8 million addition and renovation of their existing church. Their existing tabernacle was upgraded with a new stand and cladding on all sides for a full 360-degree viewing. The ambo echoed the existing altar, and the altar was updated so all three pieces match. The sanctuary wall baffles masked the ADA ramp, utilities, organ speakers, and sacristy doors. The wood baffles go from the stone wall ledge to the ceiling, with the highest point being at 35 feet. Sacred Heart Chapel at Immaculate Heart of Mary in Scotch Plains is a separate building attached to a new rectory. The main chapel seats 60, and the Adoration Chapel adjacent to it seats 12. Only one tabernacle is allowed per building, so to make this work in this instance, I designed a stained glass window that divides the Adoration Chapel from the main chapel for the tabernacle. The glass is opaque and has both the image of the Immaculate Heart of Mary and Sacred Heart incorporated into it. The main chapel is simple and timeless as the community wanted, using stone, glass, tile, and wood to complete the project. The statuary, Stations of the Cross, tabernacle doors, and altar are all from various Pennsylvania churches that had closed and were available to design into this new space. The Adoration altar was from a Newark Diocese church and was refinished to match the new Adoration space. Not all my projects are full renovations. Some are just a relocation of a tabernacle, or delivery of a baptismal font, or statue repair. Some of these included Nativity of Our Lord in Monroe Township that was a full design for a potential renovation.